everybody on YouTube. How are you guys today? Well, I do want to apologize today for the poor quality light in my room today, but I do have my lamp on and my curtains open to give some more light in. But the reason why I do not have my ceiling fan lights on is the CFL bulbs. The are considered daylight and not soft white bulbs. But this is a bit of an update for you guys about this ceiling fan. But it's been dated 1989 when this house was actually built. By the way, it still works, it still functions, and by the way, I'm going to go ahead and turn the switch on before I can get power to the main fan and the motor. But a couple issues. Thank you for all your support and help on trying to figure out how to fix this fan issue. But I already know what was on with this fan the day we moved in, and every time I use it, it will spin kind of this way and it will spin kind of clockwise. But the issue was the bearings and the motor sometimes need a little bit of lubrication, needs oil. But these typically fans are designed not to be oiled, not to be lubricated, not to be greased at all. They're just a one-time fan use, and sometimes you may have to replace the bearings, or you may have to actually replace the whole tile fan itself. But it still has a bit of a squeak to it because I do use it sometimes during the night, but it doesn't squeak as loud like it used to. But while you guys know these fans and how these fans work, good for you guys. But I checked everything on this fan. I checked the blades, I checked the globes, and the light bulbs as well to see if there's anything was, shaken loose by the vibration of the fan or coming loose or anything like that. But nothing is loose on it. Everything is like, super tight. I can check the 5 blades it has on it. Now this fan does have somewhat of a wear to it because it's a used fan. Now, I do have some loose blades. I do actually have to tighten these up a bit. Of these fans, these screws do come loose on the metal shaft. You guys can see it is a 4 light socket with 4 globes on it. Each globe has 3 screws, and each the screws are holding these globes on nice and tight, solid, and not loose at all. The bulbs are CFL, by the way. They are not vibrating in the socket as much. We do have a loose socket there. We have a very tight socket on this side. A couple of them are loose, but that's okay. Not too bad, but we will eventually fix that. But I make sure I turn the switch off, tape it off, and actually tighten up the socket. But I don't know why it was squeaking, or the reason why it was. I know the fact on why it was actually squeaking in the first place. It was because there was a lack of lubrication on the bearings, so it's on the top of the fan shaft. That's where the bearings are. Now, the bearings are pressed in, by the way. You can replace them if you want to, but there will be a really pain in the butt to replace the bearings in this type of fan metal, because you'd have to heat the metal up and buy a new set of bearings, and everything else would be good. But you can get a new fan if you want to spend the extra money to buy and replace it. This fan still works just fine. Let's go ahead and turn on the fan for you. We're going to turn on high. Let you guys listen. But it blows okay air. It doesn't blow much of air, but it's, I don't know what brand it is. And you guys can see it does shake a bit. It's a bit unstable. It's a bit wobbly. But they do actually make a balancer for these type of fans. You just stick it on one of the 5 blades of your ceiling fan and you see which blade is off balance. The biggest problem is the blades are made out of wood. They will actually warp over time and you will be unbalanced sometimes, and that's why you get that bit of a wobble, but not too wobble, not too shaky or anything. If it was too shaky, then you got a very big problem. It's no squeak on high now. That was the biggest problem it was with this ceiling fan when I actually originally had it on high. Oh my god, I could not take that noise at all. I just had to sleep without it. Well, let's go ahead and switch it down to medium. Medium was okay, but it was still a little squeaky as well. But you guys can see she somewhat levels out when you put it on medium versus on high, because it will start to wobble back and forth. But let's go ahead and switch it down to low. And this ceiling fan is a little old. It's about, say, maybe 20 or 24 years old of being on this wall, by the way. And by the way, I did actually take it apart, cleaned it and oiled it, and make sure I put all the mounting screws back into it. I noticed we had a couple screws missing off of the mounts of the ceiling fan. This ceiling fan was not fun to actually try to fix or repair, because you actually literally have to disassemble the whole tile light kit. You gotta take the light kit off. It actually has two screws. One, two. Oh, yeah, that's two. That's three. Actually, no, it's still three screws around the light kit to hold it all together. This down here is my light kit. This is the light switch to turn the light on and off. But it still runs pretty good. Let's go ahead and turn it off and turn it back on high, and everything seems to work very good. I'm very happy. Now you can use DW40 if you want for lubrication. That would eventually gum up as well. If you want to use machine oil, that's the best oil for these type of fans. But I may replace the blades, get some new ones, replace the gloves, because the gloves are a bit old and start to wear out as well. I actually cleaned these before, and I actually cracked one of them because of the glove was so old and brittle, and it seems to didn't take much of the heat is from washing it by hand. But yeah, it seems to work just fine now. It's no longer squeaking, but the balance is a little bit off, but that's typically normal when you got warped blades on your ceiling fan. It is a 5-blade ceiling fan. You cannot use 4 blades. It will be unbalanced at all. But yeah, she seems to work very good and very stable. I really do like it. And by the way, it's blowing down. Let's go ahead and take it off real quick. And let's switch the switch to go reverse, to spin it the opposite way. Now it's going to take a little bit of time for it to spin this way. And this was also the worst, definitely, when it was blowing up to the ceiling, like going kind of clockwise. It was also very squeaky as well. But have a listen. Do you hear any squeaks? No, because I actually maintained it and put oil on it. Let's go ahead and put it down on medium. Medium is the exact same thing. No squeak, but still a little bit of wobble, but that's not too bad. Let's put it down on low. And like I said, she's not working like she's supposed to, guys. She's not as noisy, not as squeaky as anything else on the fan anymore. You just have to maintain your fans. You gotta take them apart. But if you're an electrician, you can do this yourself. Put a little bit of oil on it. But if you're not an electrician, please do not take your ceiling fan apart. Hire an electrician to come out and replace the ceiling fan, or oil it yourself. And that's what I actually did. Make sure the power is turned off from the switch and the breaker from downstairs. and make sure everything is turned off and you have your fan working again. Alright guys, I don't know what else to say about this very old fan in my room. But if you guys are brand new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below because I want to know your stories. If you had any issues with this type of fan make and model, I don't know what the model is, but let me know. Please give this video a thumbs up. Peace. Bye guys. We'll hopefully see you in the next vlog. Thank you for watching. This is how I took care of the squeak on my ceiling fan.